What's happening with Can Yaman feels like something out of a soap opera, but it's real. A love triangle that's crossed borders, shaken families, and divided millions of fans. At the center of it all, him, the controversial influencer Sarah Bluma, and his ex-wife, Demet Özdemir. It all started when images emerged showing Can and Sarah together in Bodrum, looking very close. The news exploded on social media. People started talking, speculating. Was it betrayal? True love? But what really lit the spark was when Sarah broke the silence with a direct and unfiltered message. I didn't break up any marriage. Can and I are in love. It's nobody's business, not as mothers and not as ex-wives. Leave us alone. With those words, Sarah declared war. She directly mentioned Can's mother, the well-known and respected Yaman, and also Demet. Social media went wild. Hashtags like Stay Away Sarah began trending, and sides were quickly drawn. But Sarah didn't take a single step back. It's said that Demet, hurt and concerned, traveled secretly to Bodrum and confronted Sarah face-to-face in the lobby of a luxury hotel. Witnesses claimed Demet begged her to walk away from Can, saying he was still fragile and didn't need someone chasing fame. Sarah's reply? You never loved him. You only cared about what he could give you. Now he's with me and he's happy. Deal with it. And while all of this unfolded, the person most affected remained silent. Can hasn't said a word. No posts, no statements, no signs. And that only deepens the mystery. Is he planning to get engaged to Sarah, or is he simply overwhelmed by the whirlwind? His mother, Guldum, didn't stay silent either. In a tearful interview, she said, "My son has worked his whole life to get where he is. And now, because of this woman, he could lose everything. She doesn't love him. She just wants the fame he represents." Guldum's words struck a chord with many. Support for her skyrocketed. The hashtag #ProtectCanYaman began trending. Many accuse Sarah of taking advantage of Can's success, while others defend her, saying she's simply fighting for her love. Tension escalated further when Sarah was invited to a TV show in her country and declared that Can's mother doesn't want to see any woman by his side, that it's all jealousy. They don't know me. They judge me based on a few pictures. I had followers long before I met him. I'm not his shadow, she said firmly in a live broadcast. And so, between declarations, confrontations, and accusations, a perfect storm has taken shape. Is Sarah truly in love, or is she seeking the spotlight? Does Demet still have feelings? Is Guldum just protecting her son, or is there something deeper at play? And the biggest question of all, when will Can speak? This is no longer just gossip. It's a battle of emotions, power, fame, and family loyalty, and the whole world is watching.
Some decisions don't just shape a career, they reveal a woman's inner strength. Demet Özdemir's recent decision to cut all ties with Can Yaman and take a new path alongside a trustworthy and respectful colleague is a clear sign of maturity and self-love. This isn't just about switching artistic partners, it's about freeing herself from a past that no longer served her. For years, many believed the connection between Demet and Can went beyond the script. Their chemistry felt so real that fans wanted to believe it was love. But real life doesn't always follow fan fiction. The truth came out, an unbalanced relationship where one dominated and the other stayed silent out of respect. Can either changed or finally showed his true nature. And Demet, wisely, chose to walk away without explanations or pity. It's admirable how she rebuilt herself without scandal or empty headlines. She focused on her work, surrounded herself with healthy people, and learned to trust herself again. Because it's not easy to rise after feeling used, emotionally drained, reduced to a stepping stone for someone else's success. Demet did it quietly, with strength and dignity. Her closeness to Baran Tunja is no coincidence. He's a lifelong friend, someone who's been there since the very beginning. He doesn't need to be her new partner to justify his presence. What matters is that he respects her, supports her, and doesn't try to capitalize on her fame. Sometimes reconnecting with those who knew us before the noise is the first step toward healing. Most people applaud her for closing the chapter with Can, and so do I, not out of revenge, but for emotional well-being. He chose a life of appearances and constant provocation, and that choice has damaged his reputation. While he clings to a dramatic, artificial relationship, Demet surrounds herself with peace, authenticity, and freedom. She has grown without stepping on anyone, without losing herself, and that's what I admire most. It moves me to see how she's remained true to herself even when everything around her tried to pull her towards superficiality. While Can loses respect with every erratic decision, she gains it through composure. And that kind of respect isn't built in a day. It's earned through integrity, consistency, and heart. The comments say it all. Demet knows her worth. What a brave step to walk away from that toxic world. She deserves peace and joy. These are genuine words from people who have followed her journey with admiration. Because she doesn't just have talent, she has character, conviction, and dignity. In a world where many actresses get trapped in webs of manipulation or scandal, Demet has taken a different road. Tougher, yes, but also nobler. And that's made her shine with a light that no trend or controversy can dim. Today, while some still hope for a reunion with Can, driven by nostalgia or fantasy, I only wish for one thing: that she keeps moving forward, that she never looks back. Because what she's building is solid, clean, and real. Because true love isn't the one that breaks you and then asks for another chance. It's the one that never makes you question your worth. Demet has shown she doesn't need anyone to validate her. She's learned to set boundaries, to prioritize herself, to love herself. And in these turbulent times, that's worth more than any romantic tale.